guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our YouTube account and we are continuing our faction progression. Today we're looking at the Wilders. Now the Wilders are a very unique faction. They have a lot of heroes that are very good. Similar to the Graveborn, they do have a lot of heroes that have a lot of utility. We're going to run through them like we have before, making sure who is going to be the priority in here. And again, over time, the priority within the factions have changed. As we've seen more heroes released, they have changed. Within here, guys, Raku, definitely a huge priority. He is used in meta formations in Cursed Realm. He was even used in some Twisted Realm formations. He is a hero, again, damage dealer because he is a ranger. The further you build him out, the better he is going to perform. As you can see here, guys, plus 30 signature item, 9 of 9 furniture. We also do have that plus 60 engraving because the more stats that you're adding on this hero, the better he is going to perform. And he does perform exceptionally well within a lot of different game modes. Second one we'll look at is one of our newer heroes, Mishka. Now, even though she is a tank, guys, unique abilities here. When it comes to the signature item, plus 20 is good. Plus 30 will be even better because of the damage reduction that, of course, deals with the survivability issue. But her 9 of 9 furniture is very, very important. Now, when Mishka enters combat, she has 2 wolves. When one of the wolves dies, she will replenish her attack rating, and her energy is replenished, which means she will ult when a wolf dies. Now, she has 2 wolves. That is 2 free ultimate abilities, and the enemies will focus on those wolves. Attack rating goes up, and the attack speed goes up. So not only is she doing more damage, but she's doing more damage faster. Faster attack speed results in more energy, so on and so forth. Then you couple it with her plus 60 signature item, which is, of course, shielding the entire team, guys. Now, this skill and ability, coupled with her attack speed boost, actually makes this ability go off a considerable amount of time, meaning that she can shield all allied heroes. They receive healing and shielding. So now not only do you have her for massive crowd control, she is also doing a decent amount of damage, and she can shield and she can heal the entire party, which is the reason why it is a priority to build out Mishka. Now, Iran is a hero that, if you're looking to do the 5-pull, guys, is a requirement. Skarath and Iran go together. LEICA to continue that super cycle, even throwing Zolrath in there to be a primary damage dealer within some of these formations. Now, with the 5-pull, outside of the 5-pull, guys, Iran doesn't see really much play. He is in, I believe, 1 or 2 Cursed Realm comps, but that is really the only place that we see him. Building him up a little bit does make a difference because of his survivability and his crowd control. So you'll see here at a plus 30 signature item, which is an absolute requirement. The time enemies are frozen is increased to 4 seconds. That is right, guys. He has a pretty solid crowd control aspect in there. Then when you look at the furniture, this is just giving him a little bit more damage, which ultimately it does help, again, if you're using this hero, the viability of it and the survivability with putting the furniture on it, but not a super high priority because, again, most of the 5-pulls, it is not about the damage that he is doing. It is about the 5-pull ability and the rest of the damage that the team is doing, including we see him sometimes with Raku. So again, he's a pretty solid hero to build just for the functionality, which brings us to SOROS. Now, SOROS used to be one of our absolute boss killer comps. He used to be really the go-to for every single boss formation. Since he has been replaced kind of by Scarlet, he falls down the priority ladder quite a bit. He is used in a couple comps, but overall, guys, again, not a huge priority within the faction to build because Scarlet has replaced him in guild bosses. Scarlet has replaced him in a lot of the Twisted Realm comps, things of that nature. Scarlet has taken his slot. Now, if you are building SOROS, guys, the plus 30 signature item is what you want. This will go ahead. SOROS's allies will recover attack rating as health. So that gives SOROS the plus 30 signature item, will give him a healing ability when he gets his stacks. If he has crowd control, the stacks go away, which means he has almost little to no impact if the stacks do go away. The furniture for him, not a priority because it will just increase his survivability. And then, of course, both his plus 30 and his plus 60 gives him a little bit more damage. But again, Scarlet can put out a lot more damage even than a maxed out SOROS can, which is the reason, again, he takes a little bit further back of a priority. Now, LEICA is used in several formations. Big thing, one, she enters the battle with awe, which means that it gives energy and it also does provide haste, allowing you to use your skills and abilities faster than the enemy. But she also does have a big armor debuff that comes out with this rapid arrow ability, or it might actually be this foe's fragility. So you can see, guys, defense rating is decreased by 25%. Since that is a straight defense rating reduction, the stronger the enemies get, the defense rating is going to be that much further down because of the higher stats that they have. Like, it is going to be a priority. 3 of 9 does work well. 9 of 9 if you're looking for damage. Normal attacks attack 2 heroes. But this one, nearest 2 targets get hit with rapid arrow the first time the skill is used, adds a little bit more damage in there. Again, when you look at here, guys, the plus 20 is really the priority. Furniture is kind of icing on the cake. I wouldn't do the engraving on her. Again, not a huge priority. Lorzan, another hero, mainly used for his linking ability. So this Gale Force ability is used in the Thorn Cheese, also used in a couple Lucretia comps. But overall, guys, you don't really have to have him built up with a signature item. Don't need furniture on him, and you don't really need the engraving. He's a pretty basic hero that you just want the abilities. Now, if you are building him up a little bit stronger, of course, survivability is going to increase a little bit. Also, a little bit of the functionality in here with some of the immunity of damage. Again, the survivability aspect. Also, the haste piece that is in here does help a little bit, but is not going to be a game changer. Thing here, guys, is they do get a little bit of haste as well from the signature item. Now, looking at Kaz, unfortunately, she's a hero that has been kind of left in the dust. One of the first heroes for AFK Arena, and ultimately she doesn't really have a place. She is one of the only heroes that can dodge magic, but overall not very effective in any comps. I don't know anywhere short of the tower that she is utilized. Respin makes a appearance in PvP, is used a little bit in the Wilder Tower, the Wilder Tower, depending on how far you are. But overall, guys, I don't really see him in many of the Twisted Realm, Cursed Realm formations, making him not a really big priority to build. Same with Pippa. Pippa is used in some of the Thorn Cheese formations. That's really it. Having this plus 20, I believe, is the big one. Teleported ally is immune to all damage for 5 seconds. That is the one that you want to build with Pippa, and I believe it was her furniture. No, overall not for the Thorn Cheese, just that plus 20 signature item. This just gives a little bit more energy points, but a majority of the time, she dies. She dies super quick, guys, especially if you're using her in the Thorn Cheese. You want her to die. That way everybody can pile onto Thorin, so plus 20 signature item on there. SOLAS, unfortunately, with her Floral Spectre, she really doesn't have much utility. We know the Awakened version of her is coming pretty soon, but the Floral Spectre dies in a single hit, resulting in her really not doing much damage or not doing as much as she could because of that Floral Spectre in there. Short of the tower, not really used anywhere. Same with Tassie. Tassie used to be a hero that was used in a ton of AFK Arena for her crowd control ability. As of late within the campaign, I don't use her for anything. Even within the Cursed Realm, I think she might make it into one single formation, or she has been already phased out. Plus 20 signature item on her for that reduction if you're looking to use her, but overall, guys, not very effective to build. NOMURA the same. NOMURA's 9 of 9 furniture is really the only reason why players do build her. She instantly gets this Beguile ability, which is a crowd control aspect that she can use right off of the bat. When she comes in combat, most players run her in either slot 1 or 2 to do that Beguile ability right off the bat to get crowd control. Short of that, guys, her healing is based on her attack rating. Her attack rating is super low, which means she's not very effective within AFK Arena at all. Again, I don't know any place that players are using her short of the Wilder Tower. Now, GORBORO is pretty unique. He does provide a significant amount of crowd control. Since Mishka has came out, Mishka has kind of replaced GORBORO. He does have crowd control. He does have shielding, similar to Mishka, but right now with where he places, I don't see him in many of the formations, and it seems like Mishka has kind of just replaced him in a lot of the formations. Again, not used really outside of the Wilder Tower. We don't see him in Metacomps. I don't see him in the Cursed Realm or Twisted Realm either. Brings us to a star. So Little Peanut, guys, sees a significant amount of gameplay in the Twisted Realm. Also does have a spot within damage mitigation. We see her in PvP sometimes. A lot of players do build her out quite a bit, because if you're building her out, even though she is a support hero, she does an incredible amount of damage, which is the reason why so many players build her out. If you do the plus 30 signature item, if you add in the engraving, she can do a significant amount of damage. Now, even building out her 9 of 9 furniture, again, she's utilized for damage within the Twisted Realm. It's not so much the damage mitigation or the survivability issues, but it is the damage that she does within their formations. It's incredible to see that a support hero does as much as she does and still has this very, very strong mitigation aspect. Now, when you look at this, guys, the plus 60 damage mitigation is pretty good, but it's only coming up from 40. So you do get a little bit of an additional going all the way to the 60, which again, she is not a priority to build out. Even this plus 30 does work pretty well, just because of the attack rating, again, dealing with the survivability issues that we see. Also within the Twisted Realm, this is a pretty significant reduction to the attack rating, giving you the survivability of your team. A star is a hero that I would definitely recommend building out. Now, Oku, a lot of players are kind of on the fence with him. It seems like you're going to have to build him out significantly to do pretty well. I got him to a plus 30 signature item. It doesn't really seem to have much of an effect. Even within the Twisted Realm, he dies relatively quick. A lot of players have said, guys, the 9 of 9 furniture on him for the damage mitigation or damage reduction is the reason why to build him out. Works incredibly well within the tower. So looking at the tanking aspect within the Wilder faction, he is a very solid tank, but you do have to have him built out. Now the plus 30, it seems pretty good overall, but again, he's not going to be the biggest priority to build out, especially within the tanking tree. They do have a tendency to die pretty quick, which is the reason why I wouldn't focus and rush to build him out. 309 seems to work pretty well with him. Again, he's not a priority when it comes to the engraving, but if you're looking to build out a hero with the engraving, he will be a pretty solid tank. And then, of course, we have Cirrus, as you can see, level 1, not really used for anything, as well as Almas. Both of those tanks are kind of left right in the dust. Nobody uses them, nobody builds them. I don't even know any place that they're utilized. Even looking at the entirety, when you get to one team in here within the tower, you have very strong selection. When you get to 2 teams, you even have strong selections. I utilize these 3 teams. You can see, guys, I have 15 heroes right here, which are the priority within the Wilder faction itself. Now, looking at our wish list, like we have been, we're going to have to swap our maulers out of here. That was from last night's video. So looking again at the priority to build, and we forgot about Orin or Yorin. Overall, it seems like he's getting crushed in the tower, crushed in the campaign, guys. When you start seeing higher level deficiencies, he teleports to the enemy side. He's usually dead in an instant. I haven't really found a place for his viability, even using the trial version. It doesn't seem to work. A lot of players, a lot of the whales that do have it built, again, are not seeing very much utility with him, which kind of sucks, because I thought he, on paper, looked really good, but overall, guys, not many players are building him. So looking at the faction in here, again, with the Wilders, it gets a little more difficult to choose. Mishka, absolutely, I would choose. Raku, definitely a very solid choice. I would go probably with LEICA in Iran, again, going around the Iran-LEICA combination for the 5-pull. Works incredibly well. You could even go with an star in here. Lorzen, you only need up a little bit, similar to Brutus, just to get that linking ability is what most players use him for. So I might even go with either a star, or I would go with SOROS in this formation, just for the simple fact that you're going to have SOROS early. I know he's been replaced with building out Scarlet. So ultimately, guys, a star would probably be the solid choice in here. Looking at the rest of the heroes, you do have a little bit of crowd control. Again, with Gorbo, you have crowd control. With Tassi, you have crowd control, which can be fulfilled with Raku's crowd control. Also, with Mishka's crowd control in here, guys, will work incredibly well. So this would probably be my updated kind of build. Again, like is used in a couple formations. Zolrath formations, we see her sometimes in Thorin formations. Definitely for the energy and also for the haste that she brings to the teams. This would be my kind of go-to of the 5 heroes that I would probably put into my wish list first, again, to really break out and build out the Wilder faction. So overall, guys, a couple heroes in here really have some utility. Again, there's probably about 7 heroes in here that you see consistently within a couple different game modes, whether it's the Twisted Realm, whether it's the Cursed Realm. They do make an appearance in a couple game modes, and then some of the Wilders that do not find a place whatsoever. So guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. This is the 3rd guide that we put out based on now the Wilder faction. We're going to be doing the Graveborn faction. Then we'll get into the Celestials and Hypogeans as well. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.